Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. So today we are going to color a page out of this book here. It is Sagor Och Sagner by Emilia Liderhol Öberg. We will be doing, let's see, this page right here. It is Father Christmas. And we will be using the Brutfuner square pencils. Everything I'm using will be linked down below. I'm not sure if the book is still available. I think it's out of print now. But I'll see what I can find. And of course I'll link everything else that I'm using down there. You'll also find the pencil numbers and everything down in the description in case you want to color along and get your stuff out beforehand. I'll be using the Dale 166 to sharpen my brutes because they don't fit in my Teagle. You can use the 133 too. That's the one most people have. I got the 166 because I wanted to see if it was better than the 133. It isn't. It's not as good, and it doesn't sharpen as good as the 133. Mary got the 133 and I got the 166. So I would stick with the 133 if you're trying to pick between the two. So I think we'll just go ahead and jump right in on this. I actually picked out some of my colors beforehand this time to kind of save on some time. And got my piece of paper behind here. And we'll just jump right in. I think I want to start with his face. Alright, so his face. We are going to start with a base of number 013. I'm sorry, I'm a little sniffly. Hopefully y'all will put up with my nose a little. And we're going to go all over his face. I want him pretty pale because, I mean, he does live on the North Pole. So we'll just start with this really light color. It's kind of like a light peach color, I think. I don't know if anything will show up yet or if y'all can see it at all, but it is there. I've never used these pencils in this book before. I'm hoping they work well. So far so good. I haven't colored in this book in quite some time. And I'm not big on coloring seasonal pages out of season, so I'm kind of trying to stuff in as many wintry Christmas pages this month as I can. See, then we got our base down, so we're going to go in with a little bit of 071. It's a little pinkier, just to get some color in him. I'm going to go in a little bit on the sides here and up under his hat or hood and a little bit around his hair, just very, very lightly. That's kind of just the way I color, very lightly. Get around his nose here, a little bit in this cheek, a little bit on the eyelid too, because we do want some color on there, and of course above the eyelid, and a little bit around here where his beard and mustache kind of start, and around the eyelid on this, or around the eye. I'm hoping, yeah, he's got his eyes closed, right? That's not just blank eyes. No, that's his eyes closed. All of a sudden, it seemed like he just got blank eyes, and I'll never be able to unsee that now. A little bit on the corners of the eyelids here. Like so. Here. Alright, we'll start with that. Then we're going to go in with number 051, which is kind of like a peach or a salmon-y color. It's just a little bit darker than the first one we used. See, and in here, just kind of along the edges where stuff is overlapping and all that. And I didn't sharpen my pencils before I started. I probably should have. Around his nose here. I do need some more color on the rest of his nose too, now that I think about it. But we'll go back in with some more color. See, in here, kind of pull it out a little. I'm not going to fuss around with the skin too much because there's not a whole lot of it. I might get me a pink or a pinkier color and give him a little bit more red cheeks, just because he's probably, you know, cold. See, a little bit right on his nose right here. A little bit maybe right in there. Not a whole lot, just a tiny bit. And his eyelids again, a little bit more. Need my brush here. I was a little bit nervous of doing skin with these pencils. I usually do skin with Prismas or polys or luminance or something. But it's going pretty good. So far so good. Knock on wood. Then we'll go in with a tiny bit of 101 and just a little bit to kind of darken the color, a tiny bit, just in the darkest areas of his face. I may have to go ahead and sharpen this actually because it's very blunt. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, so back in here with a pointier point. Just a little bit around, like under his hair, over here. And I usually do the skin first because I don't want to pull the colors from around it into the skin when I do the skin. So that's why I usually do that first. I know it may be a bit boring, but I don't want to pull the color from the hood and the, the hair into the skin. A little bit above his eyelids here. I'm really hoping y'all can see what I'm doing to make sure I'm in frame. So, and I'm going very lightly here with this one. It's quite a bit darker than the other colors, so I'm being very careful with it. And these work really well on this paper. I do love the paper in this book. I haven't found anything I didn't like using on it. Just a little bit right on that nose, bottom of the nose here. Okay, like that. And then we're going to go backwards. So 051. We're going to go over the brown. I think it was kind of like a burnt ochre or sienna type color, more burnt ochre I think than sienna, that brown one. So we're just going to go over that and pull it out a little bit, kind of just blending and layering. See, like so pull this down on his forehead a little. Like so. And this cheek is a little bit darker over here. And then we've got the 071. And we'll go back in with this one. It's a very tiny face. See, like so. Kind of pull it out a little bit more than the other one, because this one is lighter, but it is also pinker. Kind of warms up the skin a little bit. Let's pull this up a little here. And a little bit more in here. Like so, I think. Then our last color is 013. I'm going to go over all of this and kind of just blend it, still going pretty light. You can always go over more than once if you want to. No, I shouldn't be using my hand. Just, I got my brush like literally right there too. 061. Just a little bit right in his cheeks here. Like so. Hopefully that doesn't make him look a little wonky. And we'll go back over with the 013. Go over everything again. This is super duper easy skin with the Brutes. And it looks pretty nice. At least I think so. See here, get a little bit right up here under his eyebrow. There. And that is the skin. Then I think we'll just go ahead and do his hair and beard. So I'm gonna start with number 096, and I'm gonna base all the hair with this. It's very light, cooler gray. At least I think it's cooler. Don't forget his eyebrows. Get those done. I'll probably forget them later on, but so far so good. We'll just go ahead and do all of it. I think this is hair as well. Get all this here. Usually I'm not a big fan of Santa, but this dude is pretty cute. Get this here, and get the other side, and we'll do his little braid too, or whatever it is. we'll do this down here. And it is supposed to be very light because we're going to go over with some darker colors. I do have to sharpen this one though. Probably do that once I finish this part. Alright, so number 072 is our next color for the hair and the beard. And we're going to go in the darkest areas and kind of just pull it in. I'm not really going to do any flicking because this isn't really flicking hair. But we're just going to kind of pull it out. If you want to flick, you can. Get some right in here and in here too. It'll be pretty dark right in there. Then we'll go on the other side. Now remember, try to remember at least to do the eyebrows. This bit here will be pretty dark. Pull this out some. This bit here, try not to get it in the skin. And then with the eyebrows, I think I'll just go in and go on the bottom of these because eyebrows are usually darker on the bottom than they are on top. See, down in here like that. And we'll do the beard. We'll start up here. And I said I wasn't going to flick, and here I am flicking. Let me get that here. Darker, especially under the nose here. Like so. Pull it down. We are going to go back over so everything can be darkened up and deepened later. So, and I think I might go in on the bottom here just because that's where it's tied. Just a little bit right here. And I hold my pencil pretty close to the tip right now with the hair. But hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing anyways. I can try to hold it back further a little bit. See, so like so. You can either flick or just color it in and kind of have a highlight in the middle there. This is overlapped, so let's just kind of make a line here and pull it down. Then we got this side here. Then we got the little braids, and we'll do the same thing that we did here. We'll do on this, just, you know, smaller because it's smaller. Man, I'm so good at explaining things. Okay, and on the bottom here. Last one, which will only be right up here because it's not really tied to anything, it's just the end of his beard. Although if you want to do that on the bottom there, you can, but I'll just do it like this. Then we're going to go in with some 027, and we're going to go in the very darkest areas with this. This is quite a bit darker, so I'm doing the eyebrows first because I know I'll forget. Just right on the bottom. Then we'll go in and do the hair. I need to turn a little just to get a better angle. We're only going to go in the very darkest areas. So right up here, you can fade it out a little bit. And we'll go over here, kind of just follow the face line down like so. And this one would be a little bit darker just because it's kind of seems like it's hair that will be like under and in there. Kind of maybe pull it down a little like so, and we'll do the same on the other side. This one will also be darker. Like so, and get a little bit right where it's kind of connected to his face, I guess. You could use a little bit of black at the end too if you want. I wasn't planning on it, but I may now. It's not quite as dark as I thought it was going to be. Get the top here. Gonna have to increase my pressure a tiny bit here. Just gonna get the color down. Just follow that line because it kind of comes in from underneath this part here. Oh gosh, just got a gray line on his nose. I missed. Let me see if I can't find my eraser. Make sure it's clean because I really don't want like green or blue on his face. Careful around his face, like so. And let's see, I did this part already, but I kind of want a little bit more in here. Then we'll do this by that hair tie or whatever that is. here and there. A little bit in here. And we'll work our way down the beard here, just a little bit right where the hair tie is kind of tying it together. Here and here. Almost missed this bit here. There. Then I think I may actually get some black. Alright, so number 028, which should be the black. Just a tiny bit right in here. In the very darkest areas. Get a little bit at the bottom of these eyebrows. Like so, and in here, a little bit in there. I'm going very, very lightly with it because I don't want it to be super dark, just a little. Let's get this here, just a tiny bit. And I don't know if we'll have to go backwards. We can try to just go back in with a lighter color. Get this here. Pull this out a little bit because he's kind of turned. Get some where the tie is tied. That. And in here I do have to erase some black that I just got all up in the hair tie. Is it still a hair tie if it's in the beard? I think so. Like so. Then we'll try to just go back in with number 096. So get the eyebrows. So proud I didn't miss the eyebrows this time. Usually do. Get this in here. These bits. Sometimes it's just not necessary to go backwards with all the colors. Like so. Let's brush it off, put it back where it's supposed to be. Let's go in with a tiny bit of white to also kind of blend it together. Let's see, the white is number 032. Get brush. And brush again, because it's kind of, I don't know, wax buildup. Or, I mean, I know these are oil, but it's a lot of buildup. Oil buildup, I guess. I guess there's still wax in them, even though they are oil-based. There. I know it looks pretty much exactly the same, but it is a little bit smoother. And I know hair usually isn't supposed to be smooth, but his is. He's got very shiny, smooth hair. It's a very fancy Father Christmas. I think these are little green leaves back here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do those. We'll kind of be hopping around a tiny bit. So 076 will be the lightest color that we're going to start with. I've not picked out colors for the berries, but I picked out greens. Let's see, this is a leaf, I'm guessing. I don't know what that is. It's a part of the doll, can't tell. This is a leaf, and this is... Just get a base down on all of this, or all the green stuff. At least these, I think these leaves around like the pattern on his robe or whatever it is, I'll probably just ignore those, so we're not going to do those with this green here. I usually color right over it and ignore it. See it like that. I think that's it for now. We'll do the tree with the same colors too. 081 is our midtone. And I'll just kind of go from the bottom and fade it up. We're not doing anything super duper fancy. Let's see, get a little bit extra right where they kind of overlap with things. Let's see, right here. And down in here. Right here, and this one. Get in here. Oh gosh, I got so much to erase. I'm getting green all over the place because my pencils are kind of blunt, because that's how the sharpener sharpens, and it doesn't give it really like a nice pointy point. Then our darkest green is number 046, and we're going to go in the very darkest area, kind of fade it up. Like so. This will be pretty dark in here. that. I think maybe we'll do that doll face while we're at it. See, this this leaf will be pretty dark because it's kind of overlapped by a lot of stuff. See, still that dark green. Get around this berry. Let's see, get that one and here. And I think this is the last one. Like that. Then we'll have to go backwards. So 0, 8, 1. Go over, pull it out. Not quite to the end because we still have that lighter color to put in here. But they don't all have to be identical because no two leaves are, you know, the same. Here, almost done with this cluster here, like so. Then our lightest color, which is 076, and go over from the top and pull it down. Here, and I'm increasing my pressure a little bit. Still pretty light, but like to a medium-ish pressure. Then we're going to keep our light green out. And we're going to go over and we're going to do the tree, at least the green part of the tree. So still the 076. We're going to go in and we're going to base the whole tree with this color. This will be a smooth tree. Go around all the ornaments. See, maybe I'll just start at the top here and work my way down. It doesn't really matter where you start. Here. I'm sorry if y'all hear all that noise. I think Mama's on the phone. See, like so. Get around all these little baubles. I may do something sparkly for those. I'm not sure. This is not very smooth, but hopefully it'll smooth out once we get more color on here. Like so. Then we're going to go in with our 081, and we're going to go on the bottom and fill this in. We're going to go up a pretty good way. Usually the trees are darker on the bottom than they are on the top. So we're gonna fill in the bottom bits with this color. And go, I think, a little over halfway up and kind of fade it up into the lighter bits, if that makes any sense. I feel like I make no sense. I know what I'm talking about, but that's me. See, kind of up a little bit further than this. And just very lightly kind of pull it up in here just a tiny bit, because we don't want it that bright. Maybe a little bit under the ornaments. So far so good. And then we're going to go in with the darker green. 046. And this one we're just going to go about a third up or so, not very far. Trying to get it as smooth as possible, although it doesn't have to be super smooth because trees are not smooth in texture. It's very hard to color this close to the spine on the last page because it's kind of glued to this black piece of paper here, and it makes it kind of weird. But we'll just keep going over this until we're happy with it. Pull it up a little. Kind of fade it up as you go. Gonna go around that ornament. Maybe kind of like so. Be nice if it could smooth out a little bit here. I'm not too fussed about the ornaments. I'm getting some green in them, but it's fine. Can erase it. I may go in with a glitter gel pen and do the ornaments anyway, so the green wouldn't matter. Okay, like so, I think. Then we'll go backwards. So back to the 081. Go over the dark. And fade it up into the lighter areas. Kind of pull it a little further up than that. Kind of feel like I should maybe go in with something even darker, but I don't know. We shall see. I don't want it super dark either. So up to about there. Then we'll go in with the 076. We're going very slow, kind of get it as smooth as we can get it. These screens seem to not like me at all. Okay, like so. Can get it down into here. That looks blotchy. Especially right here. And it's so weird because I can see it better on my screen than I can see it in real life. The blotchiness. So like it amplifies it. We can go over a little bit more. Back to the mid-tone. Actually, no. Let's just go straight back to the darker color. So that is 046. We're going to increase our pressure a little. Get some darker down here on the bottom. I'm so sorry if I go quiet, I'm just concentrating. So pull it up a little. This tree wasn't supposed to take this long, but it's giving me a bit of a hard time, so I just kind of keep working on it. This was not this was not my plan. I was supposed to be working on the clothes by now. Let's go backwards and down to the 081. Kind of blend that into the darker and pull it up. So it is looking a little bit better, and it is not as blotchy in real life as it looks on the screen. My camera has decided to hate me today. Really need to look into a new one that is more accurate with both the way things look in color. Because the colors, certain colors don't show up that well on it. See, like so. Here. Okay, so I think it's about as good as it's gonna get with this tree now. Pulling it up a little bit more just to get some more dark in some places. And 076. just go over kind of the whole tree. Make sure you keep your pencils sharp as well. That helps. And I've been trying to sharpen mine, but they don't get really like pointy sharp. They get long, but not pointy. Okay, I think that's as good as this tree is gonna get. Alright, so for the robe here, I have decided I want a blue robe. So I'm going to base with number 037. It is one of my favorite blues. And I'm just going to go over the whole thing. We'll start with the hood. And like I said, I'm going to completely ignore that pattern. So I'm going to color straight over it. You may do something with it later or at the end. I don't usually gel pen anything until last part, just because I don't want to smear it around. I don't know what I want to do with that border either. Probably should have thought about that. But I'm going to leave the border and we'll just do the main parts right now. Let's get the inside done too. That will be pretty dark, but we'll still base it with that color. That border, I think, actually, real quick, we'll go in with some 072 and we'll make it kind of like a white border, but we'll kind of just add in the shading here. So it'll be blue and white. I may switch up the gray because it's the same as the hair color. And let's get this 064. It's a bit warmer. Might be a bit nicer for the hood. We're going to go over the whole thing here. And it'll be like a grayish, almost a little beige. That's what we'll do with the border. Just super simple. Put a little bit more of this gray in here, the darker one. Okay, there. I'll keep these over here because there's more. Then for the blues, we'll go in with 084 is our mid-tone. And move this paper down. We'll go in here in the wrinkles and on the bottom of everything. Pull it not all the way up, but close. See a little bit right in here and in here. You can pull this kind of over a little bit, very lightly. And let's get this wrinkle here. Leave the outer edge kind of lighter. Same here. This is actually kind of on the bottom, so we can go along the edge for a little bit here and kind of just fade it out and around, kind of like follow the the curves of the hood. I think I want maybe just very, very lightly kind of connect those two a little, very lightly. You don't really want to see it very well. Like that. And I'm twirling my book around, I'm so sorry. I just have to get that angle. Then we'll go here with the wrinkle. All the wrinkles. We love the wrinkles. Embrace the wrinkles. Oh, that was a quote from Shannon Craftness, I think. I've been watching those. Let's see, like so. Then we'll go in here. We'll go along this border. And it will be a bit darker than this because we do have another color to go. But I'm really liking the color that's coming out. These are some of my favorite blues in this entire set. Get this wrinkle here. Kind of pull it up some, and we need more color in the middle as well. Let me kind of extend this line a little, pull it out some. Extend this line here a little bit too. Not all the way, because we do want some light in the center here. And then here, get this and pull this out a little. I need to turn again. I'm so sorry. And I can't help it. I just always apologize for turning my book. I know people tell me all the time to stop apologizing for it, but I can't help it. It just comes out. Okay, like so. Then we'll go in here and basically just fill all this in. Because it will be darker because it's on the inside of the hood. Then we're going to go in with some 033. And we're going to go in the very darkest areas of the wrinkles. And on the bottom right up here. Can you all see that? Hopefully you can. Probably see it better when it's on a bigger area. A little bit right in there and a little bit right in here. Oh gosh, and I just missed, of course. It's right here. Get this bit here. A little bit right in there. You can fade it out some too. Like so. Over on the side. This bit here looks a little odd. I think I extended it a little bit too far with that other color, but it's alright. We'll go back over. So, and get this bit here. And same thing over on this side. Down in the corner here. And down in the corner over here. I kind of almost want to see if I can find a darker blue. This looked a lot darker on just a regular piece of cardstock. No, whoops, let me pull it down. Let's see. And fill in this area. I'm going in a little bit, you know, heavier pressure right in here because it'll be dark in there, like so. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with some 089 just because I think it's a little bit darker. It should be. Just in the darker areas here. Here, here, here. Just basically just in the wrinkles. You can pull it up a little. Depends on how dark you want your hood. A little bit in here, like so. And also in here. I think I may put a little bit of black in here too. A little bit of black right in here. And I'm going in with the black pretty lightly. Can go in with some black in the folds too. There. I think that looks a little bit better. Let's try a little bit of black just right, very, very lightly. Right in here, right in there. Just to get a little bit more depth and darker coloring in there. Got to get them values. There. I think that looks a little bit better actually. You may not want the black in there, and that's totally okay too. Then we'll go in with the mid-tone 084, and we're pretty much done with the inside of this hood now, but we are going to add a little bit more color of this. I think the rest of the robe will be a little bit faster because I'm kind of, you know, this is more like a layout, trying to figure out if it works, the colors and all that. so. Get this here. A little bit more right in the middle. So you get here and get in the middle up here, or closer to the middle. These are very, very soft for oil pencils. I'm just kind of adding some of this color here and there where I kind of feel it's needed. Okay, there. I think that's good now. Then we'll go back in with a 037. I'm going to go in the lightest areas and kind of pull it into the darker. You can go in a little with increased pressure. Leave a little bit white right up at the top here and the top there. And I really like this blue color. And let me get in with a little bit more of the 033. Just in the darkest areas. The bottom here. I could sit and tweak on this hood all day, but I'm not gonna, because we still have the rest of the robe to do. So I think that's a bit better. Alright. And I got a blob of something here. Let me just go over it a little. Okay, good enough. And we'll base the rest of his clothing. Get in here. I don't know what to do with the mittens. That will probably be in the next part. Get in here, trying not to get it in the beard. This here. That, I think that is border there. Oh, and I need this bit here. Whoops. Just work around all this stuff here. Going straight over all this pattern. And I think I'm only going down to here, that first border there, and I think I may have some type of sparkly bottom to his robes. It feels like he should have something. But everything else will be this blue. Let's see, this is, I think, the back of his, like the inside of it. That's his little rope. Like so. There. Okay. I know it looks a little rough right now, but the hood did too. So let's move to 084, and we'll start with this bit right in here. Fill that in. Get this on the bottom here, at least on this side. Same here. Kind of pull it out a little because it's not supposed to be like super light blue, but still kind of light. Get this on the bottom here. Then let's get this wrinkle here. You can extend it a little. Pull that down like so. In here. Pull this down some. Get in this wrinkle here. It's so much easier now that my pencil is sharper. Pull that together a little bit here. Yes, up in here. And pull this down. Get around his little backpack, whatever that is, in the wrinkle here, and also his chest is kind of poking out over this. This is on the bottom here. Kind of leave a little sliver, if y'all can see that. Before I move, I know I'm hopping around a tiny bit here, but I'm going to go in with the 064 and just get these borders done. So there's that one, and there's a border over here. Kind of just filling those in. I don't know if I want this color down there or not. Oh no, this, I think is his backpack. Let's go ahead and erase that. As long as you go light, you can pretty much erase. I know it's still a little bit blue, but it'll probably be brown, so that'll cover the blue. Don't know what I want to do down here if I want. Let's just stick to those two borders. Let's see, I've done lost my my other gray now. Oh, here. 072. Like so, and like so. Oh, somebody moving furniture. Actually, I think this is part of that border. There. Then back in with this 064. And voila, border's done. Then we'll go back in with a 084. Fill this in here. This will be pretty dark because it's overlapped by the hood, the backpack, or the toy sack. I don't know. Pull it down some, go around the beard, because I'm assuming it will leave a little bit of a shadow. Let's go in here, kind of along the rope, and in the wrinkles. Kind of like a shade and fade type thing. Pull it out almost all the way to the end here. Pull this up a little. Darker here and then fade it out. Same here. Darker and then fade. And some in here. Kind of just pulling this down just because I don't want it that light. This is still our mid-tone. I'm kind of just pulling it down where I feel like it's needed. And we'll do this bit here, which should be super easy. Maybe we'll do his top half first and just finish it, and then do his bottom half. Go along the rope here. Fade this out. Like so. Be a little bit darker over on the side because he's kind of turned. So get his arm here, which is kind of also dark. This will be pretty dark. You'll probably just put in some shading in there. Like so. Get under the tree here. Of course on the bottom. like so. Fill that in. Fill this in a little bit more here, I think. Like so. And we'll go to our darkest color, or darker color at least. I may throw in some black. 033. Fill that in here. Going on the bottom here. Fade it up. Same here. In the wrinkles, and fade those out with the darkest color, or darker color at least. I still want a little bit of it in there. Let's see, like so, here. Eraser again. Sheesh. Man. In here, I think we're about done. Maybe a little bit right in there. Here. And just get in all the wrinkles. And get by the beard. Same on this side. We're pretty much gonna do, you know, same shading we've been doing, just not pulling it out as much. And pull the you know, wrinkles out some where you want to pull them out. This one here. Like so. This is darker over on this side, so it will be a little darker blue than the other side, because like I say, he is turned a little bit, and this is kind of in the further back than this bit. And also there's more stuff overlapping here with the tree and all that. Let's get this in here. Just got some in the mitten. A little bit more here and there where you kind of feel like it's needed. Then we'll go in with some 084 just to add in a little bit more of that mid-tone here and there. Not a whole lot, just a little. Kind of go over the shadows, pull them out a little bit so they're not so dark. That's not the right word. Not dark. But word's not coming to me right now. Go in here, pull that down a little. Really need to stop using my hand. I wanted to do that doll too, but that must be in the next part, I guess. I don't have time in this one. Okay. I'll just go back in with the 037 and we'll just kind of smooth everything out. You can go from either the lighter area into the dark or from the darker area into the light. If you go from the darker area, you could pull that dark color out. So if you don't want to do that, you need to go from the light area into the dark. Get this little highlight right there. So still going pretty lightly. I'm using a little bit of a harder pressure than I did on the first round. Just go in here, kind of get a layer over everything, kind of blend it out and smooth it out. Could go in with some white gel pen in some places too and add that white highlight back in. See, like so. We're almost there. We just got his little skirt left. It's not a skirt, but the rest of his robe. Here, like so, I think. Maybe a little bit smoother right in here. There. Just in some places in the darker areas. A little bit right in here. Like so. And in there. So get a little bit around here. And some in here. And I use black a lot. A lot of people don't use black, but I do. It's great for deepening color or deepening shadows, as long as you use it with something else. Just get a little bit in the folds or in the wrinkles. Like that. A little bit right in here. And in this area right in here. Let's go back to the 089 just a tiny bit, because the hood looks different, although it's okay if it does. Just a little bit from the black and out. Harsh shadows, that's what the word I was looking for earlier. Let's see here. Like that, and let's get this. Here you can pull it out a little bit if you want to. It depends on how dark you want the color. So you get along this black line here and in here like that. I think that one's done now. Let's just put those over there. Then we've already got the base on this bit, so we're going to go in with a 084, and we are going to go in under here and just kind of map out the shadows, trying not to get it in this wooden stick that he's got. I got something else in this color. I don't know if y'all can see that. Something else is coming out of it too. Looks purple. Oh gosh. Oh well, it's fine. Kind of go in like so. Looks a little bit messy because that color, there's like a pigment of something else in here. Hopefully I can blend that out. Okay, so let's do the same thing over on this side. Go around all this stuff down by the stick. I know it's like a cane or something, but I like to say stick. Get along the wrinkles. You can pull those down. When my hands are getting twitchy. Pull this down, kind of fade it out as you go down. Just get along this rope. Kind of have that done. Get on this side of this wrinkle here. Kind of fade this out. Like so. And let's see here. Kind of very lightly pull it down. And same here. Let's see. Like so, just very lightly. And then the rope will create a bit of a shadow, I think, over on this side. At least in my mind it does. And then I do want some more color on this robe down here. So let's just kind of add in our own wrinkle here. And around the beard, that's a piece of rope right behind there, it'll be darker. See, like so. And in here, be pretty dark, because that's like in the back of it, I guess. Then let's work from this side and over, and we'll start with this wrinkle right here. Kind of goes down like so. Let's follow the rope. I need to find my brush. Oh, it's right there. Just forget to use it. Get some color over here, just a kind of overlapping. Just kind of hop it around a little bit apparently. And then we'll get this wrinkle right here, which we'll also pull down. That can kind of connect to this one. Kind of like so. Pull this out. Like that. Then we've got this one here, which will kind of go, it's curved a little bit more this way. Pull this out over here. Get some more color up in here and up in here. Still going pretty lightly because this is a bit darker than the lighter color. Then let's see. Maybe we'll put in a bit of a wrinkle right in here. Very lightly. Just add in your own wrinkles. They don't always have to be drawn in. Pull this down from below the beard like so. Then we'll go in with 033. We'll add in more shading here, the darker. Go all the way down next to the stick. And try to cover up all this that came out of that other pencil that wasn't supposed to come out. Then we'll go over here and go in the wrinkles and along the rope. in here. A little bit along this stick. Again, and pull this out a little. Doesn't have to be pulled out a whole lot. Along all these little wrinkle lines. My voice is going too. Been babbling so much. A little bit more right in there. Tiny bit down there. Here is where we added kind of our own little wrinkle. Just have to kind of get it in the right direction. And under the beard. Around. Getting a little bit blue in the beard, but it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It won't really show up very well once you get, you know, everything colored. Get along the beard here. Let's get in the center here. Oi, that is so flashed out all of a sudden. Let's see, let's get this wrinkle here. Wrinkle down here. We don't have to pull it out very far, just because, you know, well, actually over here we do want to pull it out a little. Just because it's so overlapped. Let's get this wrinkle here. There. Maybe pull in a little bit more right in here. Just a little bit. Kind of add it in as you see fit. It's very messy over here because of that grain of different color that was in that pencil. Hopefully yours don't have that, so yours won't look like that. Then we will go back in with 084 and we'll kind of just pull it out, and then we'll do the other blue and the black at the end after we've added everything else, because they are a bit darker, so we're saving those for last. Okay, pull this out there a little bit. Hope y'all can see. Paying more attention to my camera now. Get around here and just a little bit, fading it out. There. Let me see, did I put this in here, this darker? I think I did. Let's just put a little bit more. Thought I forgot. I would too, so I'm surprised I didn't forget. Down in here. And like so. Then we'll go back over with our lightest color, which is number 037. We'll go over everything. Get over all this here. Can I get up? Like so. It's looking pretty all right. Get in here. I'm not too fussed about those borders, because do it sparkly probably. Yeah, because you know, I know I keep getting blue in there, but it really is okay. It doesn't matter if you go over the lines. It can be covered up or erased. It's all good. There's no coloring police that's gonna come arrest you. I hope. Do one a little bit more right up in here. Okay, I think that's all right. Do want a little more color down here, just because it's very pale. Okay, then we're gonna go in with 089 just in some places. And I think last time we went in with the black first, but we can try this one first this time and see how that goes. Doesn't always have to be in the same order. There. Oh gosh. This kind of is almost a little bit the wrong way, but it's all right. Let's get this color in here. Let's get that up in there, maybe a little bit more right in there, and like so. I think that is pretty good. I'm gonna have to tilt it up a little bit so you can see the actual color. Then we'll go in with a tiny bit of the black, which is 028. We're gonna go in under the belt, a little bit in the folds, the wrinkles. Get some in there, under here, very lightly. We do not want it all dark black. Some in here, kind of fade that down from the corner up there, like so. Get around here and a little bit right in under there. Let's get some in right in here, just a little, very lightly. So dark. Let's get a little pulled down there. Then I'm gonna excuse me, get the 089 out again and just go over the black in some places and kind of just pull it out a little. I feel like it's a bit too prominent, I guess, in some places. I think that's the right word. I don't know. It could be. Okay. I think this is good. Like so. Alright, so I guess this is it for today. Took a lot longer than I thought, and I'm so sorry. The part is so long. I've been trying to keep my parts around an hour-ish. This will probably be almost twice that. And yeah, if you made it to the end, kudos to you, and thank you guys so much for watching. You have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys. Toodaloo. Hugs and love.